Today I'd like to talk about procrastination. Procrastination is something that we can actually all become very good at. Some people might be at amateur status and some people might be at a professional status and be really good at procrastination. So obviously we're talking about putting things off. So my question to you, is there anything that you're putting off right now? Is there a phone call that you know that you should make that would make a difference to your business? Is there somebody in your office or somebody that you're working with that maybe has reached their sell-by date and maybe you need to have a conversation? Is there a customer that perhaps you need to speak to? Is there something that you're putting off? Now, a lot of people go to a place that Brian Tracy calls Someday Isle. And on Someday Isle is where people are going to live their best life someday. So on Someday Isle, they might say something like, I'd really love to set up my own business someday. Someday I'll travel. Someday I'll franchise my business. But it's always going to be someday. And the problem is on Someday Isle, you meet other people that have also got a really good reason for not living their best life or perhaps taking their business to the next level. And on Someday Isle, other people have stories about why they can't have what they want. And we can share stories with each other about why we can't have what we want. And maybe someone's got an even better story than you, and so maybe you actually take on their story. Because if we give ourselves enough excuses, we let ourselves off of the hook. So we actually don't have to do anything. How many times do you think people attempt a goal before they give up? Do you think it's once? Do you think it's twice? Or do you think it's 3 times? How many times before they attempt a goal? Well, the real answer is probably 0.5 because most people don't even attempt the goal in the first place because they're either carry on planning or thinking about it. If you are procrastinating, it's probably for one of the reasons. One being something that you're frightened of. It could be lack of planning. It could be that you're completely overwhelmed. It could be that you don't have the right contacts or feel you have the right support. So the first thing to do would just be to acknowledge the fact that there's something that you might be procrastinating about. What is it? And then identify why you're putting it off. Is it a skill set you don't currently have? Is there something you need to learn to do? So you've got people that live their life on Someday Isle. I also believe there are 3 types of people. They're your dreamers. These are the people that live on Someday Isle. You've also got your dream breakers. When you share your dream, somebody might stamp on it and tell you all the reasons you shouldn't do it. But you've also got people that are your dream makers. And your dream makers are the entrepreneurs that are out there trailblazing, not taking no for an answer, certainly not procrastinating and getting on with it. So what I suggest you do right now is just think, is there something that you're procrastinating about, and what one action can you take now to actually just blitz through that? Because it starts to eat away at us at the core. You can start to lose confidence and self-esteem because you know that you're letting yourself down. So think what action that might be and do it now.